Hello. It's Tuesday morning. It's actually really early. It's a little bit before 8 o'clock in the morning. Whoa. What am I doing? I'm apparently typing on my iPad without meaning to. Um, yeah. So I'm in bed. I had a really rough afternoon and evening yesterday. Um, okay, let me back up a little bit. So I've been trying to cut down on some of the medications that I'm on. I'm trying to cut down on ones that I take like as needed, um, like specific ones, and I've been trying to cut um, to start to wean myself off of my Topamax. And like I looked up how to do it, and it's like a very slow. I'm doing it very slowly. Um, But anyway, so I'm doing that. I see my doctor on Monday, and this coming Monday, a week from yesterday, and we'll be working on like continuing to do that. But I knew that like coming down on the Topamax, and then I'm also trying not to take Phenergan, and I'm trying not to take any of my any of the things that I would usually take for headaches, because they're not because I'm trying to trying not to take anything starting now, that like is not safe to take during pregnancy, because I want to start getting in that habit for one thing, and then also like from what I've read, you want to be neck is really weird today. You want to be preparing your body like for 3 months before you get pregnant. Your body, whatever you put in your body, like um, affects things. Sorry, I'm a little bit out of it. So like I'm trying not to put anything. I'm trying to limit what I take that would be bad as far as that goes. And there are some things that I'm like on daily that I can't really avoid right now, before I see my doctor, and like I can't just get off of it all at once. Um, so yeah, so I'm trying not to take these medications. I'm also trying. I'm also not now taking. I was taking melatonin to help me sleep, and I read some stuff that like it can affect fertility, and it's not necessarily the best thing. Um, and like I don't know how true that is, but if I can manage without it, I would rather do that and like avoid any issues. And I'll talk to my doctor about that on Monday also. Um, so anyway, so I've been trying to not take these medications and trying to start to wean myself down from the Topamax, which I take not as a seizure medication. I take it to as a headache preventative medication. So I knew that my headaches were going to get worse, or that they were likely to get worse. Yesterday afternoon, like I was feeling okay in the morning, um, and then in the afternoon, just started feeling sicker and sicker as the afternoon went on, and it was like not anything really, like not any one thing that was really bad. It's kind of overall feeling sick, and like it was I had a headache, and that was not terrific, and I was nauseous, but like not. So actually I was actually really nauseous, now that I remember, because like I felt at one point like I might actually throw up, and that I kind of blame on, I was really hungry all yesterday morning and the early afternoon and stuff, and I had leftover pizza from the day before from lunch, so I ate that and ate too much of it and ate it too fast, and it was just bad idea, and I started feeling really sick after that, as far as the nausea goes. So it was just like the headache, I think, was making the nausea worse, and then the nausea makes the headache worse, and you just feel awful all over. And like I've had this kind of thing before, and it's not fun and it's whatever. And I think when I get into that kind of situation, looking at a computer screen makes it worse. And I didn't stop working on my computer at that point, and that was a mistake. And I also, my port was not accessed at that point. I had de-accessed the night before, and I was waiting to access yesterday because I wanted to take a shower and stuff. So like, I waited a long time, and so I wasn't getting my fluids early in the day, and that may have affected things. So it was just like a lot of things compounded together, I think, to mean that I was feeling pretty awful. So like by the time Eric got home, excuse me, he was feeling really sick too. We were just a mess. And so like he got home, and I was just, my headache was getting worse and worse. And we ended up eating dinner in bed, and watching the last episode of the season of Sherlock on that's on PBS, which I highly recommend. If you haven't watched it, I highly recommend it. Season 2 is only available for a few more days, but season 1 at least is available on Netflix, and it's very good. But so we watched an episode of that, and I was just feeling so awful. And by the time we went to bed, I had, I don't know where it went. Oh, this. An eye pillow thing that like I had over my eyes, and like was applying extra pressure because that was helping at least a little bit. And had it like over my eyes and on my forehead too. It was helping. So like first I was lying on my back, and then I rolled over onto my stomach and was like trying to put extra pressure on it and stuff. And eventually got to sleep. And I'm feeling somewhat better this morning, but it's just not fun. And then today I'm doing, so yesterday was supposed to be a clindamycin day, which means that I do both of my antibiotics. I do my doxycycline and my clindamycin. But I actually ended up doing neither of them, because I decided I needed to take the day off of them. So I'm doing the clindamycin now, today. So I have that going in a little elastomeric pump. That's what it's called. And I ended up yesterday only accessing one of the lumens in my port because the other one kind of needed a break. So now today I'm going to be doing like back to back to back infusions to try to get everything in through the one lumen before I need to go to bed tonight. Because I have in total like 12 hours of infusions today. There's 2 1-hour infusions of clindamycin, a 4-hour infusion of doxycycline, and then my fluids take not quite 6 hours, I think, because I have my old pump back. But let's say 6 hours. So I think that's 12 hours. So I had to start pretty early. Anyway, this has been a really long, rambly video. Just basically to say that yesterday was not a great day, and I'm really hoping I start feeling better today. I kind of bit the bullet, and this morning when I woke up, I still had like the remnants of a headache, and I was concerned that it was going to get worse. So I ended up taking some Excedrin, which I am really trying not to take, but like pretty much the only painkiller you can take that's safe for pregnancy is Tylenol, and that doesn't really cut it. So I don't really know. It's going to be an interesting visit with my doctor on Monday. I'll say that much. as we talk through all of this and try to sort it out. And I'm hoping that we're able to sort it all out at the one visit on Monday and not have to be like, well, we're going to do this today and then come back in a month and we'll work on the rest of it, because I'd really like to just get it all sorted out and you know, get it all done. So yeah. And then on Thursday this week, so the day after tomorrow, Eric and I are touring a birth center that's about a half an hour away from us. So that should be good. So we get to meet the midwives and see the place and all of that. And Eric yesterday was like reading. So we talked last week about how like I would like for him to be reading this information, and like if he has any questions, he should really think of them ahead of time and not just rely on me to have all the questions. So yesterday he was reading up on the birth center and actually like doing research, which is great. Like he does research on stuff that he's interested in, and on as far as this stuff goes, he's kind of leaving it up to me because I'm just doing a ton of research. But like I would really like him to be involved in that, and because two people doing research and coming up with questions is so much better than one person, because one person might miss stuff. So, yeah, so that's pretty much what's going on with me. I did take some pictures of my balcony garden, is what I'm calling it, with the container gardening, which I will not tag on to the end of this video because it's getting really long, but I'll either do an actual video tour or I'll just put the pictures together into a little video today to get that out there. And we have, so this year we are doing a CSA, we're participating in a CSA, which if you don't know what that is, it's community-sponsored agriculture, and basically you pay a lump of money at the beginning of the season, the beginning of the growing season, and then once it starts, each week you get, you know, fruit, vegetables, you know, whatever they have, you get a certain amount of that stuff. And like you're basically paying money to help support their farm, and then they're sharing their crop with you. So it starts today. So we get to go and pick up our stuff today, and both of Eric's brothers and their wives and everything are doing it too. So so that should be fun to get all kinds of stuff. I don't know what we're getting today, but we think we're probably getting strawberries, but we don't really know beyond that because there's not a ton of stuff that's really like ready this time of year. So that'll be exciting to see that and kind of try to plan meals around what we get. So yeah, okay, I'm gonna end this and probably rest for a little longer before I get up. So I hope you're all having a good week so far and feeling relatively well. I know that Sally New just got her port place yesterday. She, you know, isn't on here to share her stuff, but she did just get her port placed, and so good thoughts to her. That she's healing well and not in pain. I mean, I'm sure there's pain. There's definitely pain with a port placement, especially a first one, but hopefully it's minimal and she's doing well. So, yeah, and I hope everyone else is doing as well as possible and feeling pretty good and able to enjoy the nice weather if there's nice weather near where you are. My nose is, you can tell kind of here, really, really sunburned from being outside on Saturday for a long time. I'm really looking forward to getting off of the IV doxycycline, which should be happening next week. So, like 1 more week or 2 more weeks of this, because I'll be doing it through next week. So, yay! All right. Hope you're all doing well, and I'll talk to you again soon.